back again. It's not like I really like to try these things, but I seem to end up finding myself in this period where I go through a couple weeks, sometimes a month. This case, anywhere from a month and a half to 2 months of not actually uploading anything to the channel, not really explaining anything why, and we have to go through this process again of sitting down in front of a screen, making a video as to the reasoning behind why I've been gone as long as I've been gone. It's not the fact that I shouldn't have to, but it gives closure to everyone else who watches the channel, even though the number count's probably small. I mean, there's been a lot of stuff that's been going on. So, yep, I'm alive, guys. I'm very much alive. Mostly doing well. There's been a lot of stuff that's been going behind the scenes, of course, obviously. Some of it good. Actually, most of it good. Actually, no, I'd say like half of it good, half of it bad. I don't know, it's like it floats a little bit for what stuff has been going on. Kind of hard to explain with it. First things first is, of course, the ever-going pandemic that's going on right now. I don't know why I have my beard brush inside my hand right now. First thing, of course, that's been going on is the pandemic that's still ongoing because the United States of America is a great and wonderful country. So we're still dealing with all of that. In part with that came the factor of what was going on during the pandemic. And while all my coworkers were losing their minds, I was sitting all nice and calm and casually, figuring this will be the perfect time to go through and do stuff for the channel. Except for one little problem. That problem. That problem right there on the screen. Literally after the third or fourth day, maybe fifth day, of me getting trapped inside my house with nothing else to do, I ended up downloading Animal Crossing New Horizons. I caved. I had it specifically as a game for me to play and enjoy without worrying about recording or streaming. And gone went all my attention span on trying to do stuff for the channel. Well, mostly, because that pertains to stuff going on later. Aside from everything going on with that, something else that was taking place was just individually having a little bit of a burnout. There's always points where I'm uploading stuff to the channel and I get burnout periods. Normally they're only supposed to last, though, about a week, maybe. As opposed to this current burnout period of about almost 2 months. I have been doing stuff, though, just not with YouTube. It's been elsewhere. And that's part of something else that was going on during the pandemic, too. I officially now have the Twitch affiliate status. Something that I did not think was going to end up happening my entire time having a channel. And lo and behold, I've got emotes, I got methods of making money through it, even though that wasn't the big priority anyways. The emotes were actually the bigger thing that I was wanting with Twitch. So that's all done with it too. It wasn't done on my own accord though. It was done with the help with my old assistant manager, some of her friends, and some of my friends too, online-wise mostly. I think I only like maybe one person watching that wasn't online based, which brings to another factor of me being in a relationship now. Can't get too much into details with it because I'm still trying to figure out the specific time of bringing her on to the channel at some point. She's been in a couple of Twitch stuff behind the scenes with like background noise, but sometime at some point, hopefully I'll be able to do something and kind of put it onto the channel to show you guys. Now, something else that was going on is something that I started this whole thing with, and that's this thing right here. Got myself, finally, a new chair. Something that's not the stupid wooden chair that I've been using ever since I started playing computer games. It also, of course, has led me to a really bad habit, which I seem to be kind of doing right now, and that's the fact of me just constantly going back and forth while on the chair itself. It's just out of habit. So if I keep swiveling back and forth, I'm sorry guys, it's just a force of habit, okay? So even with the pandemic going on and the whole burnout period taking place, eventually came the point in time where I was able to go back into employment. The problem was because we reduced the hours before we closed because of the pandemic, we still kept the specific hours that we were working, and we're more than likely not going to change the specific hours to an undetermined amount of time in the future. The problem is normally the shifts that I would work would run from 9:30 in the morning to 5 p.m. at night, or 2 p.m. at night in the afternoon to 9:30 at night. Pretty much every day I'm working 11 to 7:15. It makes it a wonderful time to try to go through and record stuff, or edit stuff, or, eat at a regular time, instead of eating at like 8 o'clock at night, like we don't usually do, but now we end up doing because of the fact of the way this whole pandemic's taking effect. So that definitely doesn't make it any easier for me to turn around and try to do stuff on here. Because the times that I would get home from work, even at 9:30, 10 o'clock, and hop right into something, I just hop right into something. You'd also have that time before I went to work, that whole 2 o'clock period, where it'd be as soon as I wake up to before I left at 1:30 to get over to work at 2 to do stuff. And I can't do that now because I'm stuck at a period where in order to do that, I need to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning to then go have fun and do stuff before I left for work at 10:30. Do you get what I mean with this? The way the work schedule is working right now is heavily conflicting with everything that's going on with YouTube. Not really with Twitch though. Twitch is fine, oddly enough. Twitch has been on an irregular basis. It's going to be on an irregular basis because of all the stuff that's been going on, not only with myself, but with everyone else online, which I am still doing stuff with online. It's just a factor of time is making it a little bit more tricky to make it line up perfectly for everyone else to join. Another reason why things have been kind of going pushed aside is because of the fact of something that I've been wanting to try and do, tried it for free, could not figure out the method of working, so I finally cut my losses and put some money into it. I am now in charge of a Pixelmon server. That's right, I am in charge of a Minecraft Pixelmon modded server. It literally is just the Pixelmon reforged stuff. It does update often, and myself and some of my friends are currently working on it still. But that's also taken away a lot of time from doing other stuff on the channel. Lastly, and strangely enough, which ties into the whole relationship base too, one of the things that's taken place with me being in a relationship now is something that I've never done before, and you guys will probably laugh at me for admitting with this. I've now found myself trying to watch stuff on Netflix. Yeah, until now I've not done anything with Netflix at all. So I'm stuck on a couple series right now, and it's also kind of interfering with everything going on. So all this talk about interferences, lack of motivation and whatnot, it's like what's been going on anyways then video-wise. I'm talking about I've been doing stuff with the streams. Has there been anything footage-wise from the streams? And the answer is yes. There is stuff footage-wise that is set to go onto the channel. Does not have thumbnails though, but it is set to be uploaded. I really need to get going on thumbnails with it, which is why I also kind of need to cut this quick so I can get started on the thumbnails. Because as you can probably tell sound-wise, I don't know for sure, this is not on right now. This is off. So I'm just doing this before I even turn on my computer for the first time tonight. All I know is, hopefully I'm back. With the YouTube channel pretty much spiking downwards because of the YouTube algorithm pushing me out from the first burnout I had in a past relationship breakup, I'm not as concerned nowadays of the fact of videos not going up as often as they should. The benefit also with me being a Twitch affiliate is it gives me an extra push to do stuff on the Twitch. So it gives me two different avenues to try and do stuff. So if it's not done on one, it might be done on the other. And if not, something's going on where I physically can't do anything about it. Stuff like that happens. It's going to happen. The world as we know for 2020 is a little bit fucked up right now. And we don't know when it's going to come to an end. Enough of me rambling though. I gotta get to work.